Is there really such a thing as a no money transaction? This is a very common question, and the answer is both yes and no. The assumption we will work on is that the investor is asking this question regarding funding his purchase and sale. I mention this because that's different from the actual expenses and cost an investor will have to prospect for and find motivated sellers. The first obstacle is the earnest money deposit, or EMD, which is too often a career killer for many wannabe investors. Solving this initial obstacle will save you a lot of time and heartache later. You can do this by language in your purchase contract or plan to borrow the funds when you need them. The truest form of a no-money transaction is to get a property under contract with a seller and assign or sell your contract to an investor who will close in your shoes with the original seller. You will have no closing costs, so your assignment fee is your net profit. That's the good news. The bad news is that more and more states won't allow these closings, as well as closing agents, original sellers, and end buyers, so you must do a double closing. When you do a double closing, you may need an earnest money deposit, but that should be your only out-of-pocket funds. I suggest to investors to do an assignment if their profit is less than $10,000 and the closing agent or attorney will allow it. However, if your profit is greater than $10,000 and sometimes even less, the seller or the end buyer may decide not to close. The double closing keeps your profit spread hidden from both parties, which is why you can do 6 to 7 figure profits comfortably. You'll have additional closing costs with the transactional funding, but you don't have to by asking the original seller and the end buyer to help you by paying your closing costs. The seller and the end buyer are usually cooperative if they are motivated, but if they say no, go back and ask them to split them with you. That's almost always workable. If you have any additional questions, contact me directly at davedinkelquestions@gmail.com. If you need hard money instead of transactional funding, contact me for referrals to private hard money lenders. Be sure to check out besttransactionalfunding.com for all your same-day double closing needs, including a list of investor-friendly closing agents in various states. We have more 5-star Google ratings than all the other transactional funders combined.